Crass firing away. Long rebound to Williams. Johnson gives it up. Jelavić, extra step, and the finish in the interior.
Good to see Jelavić finish that. Nichols coming out on the defense, zone defense. Try to throw some different looks at Kentucky.
Jelavić, basically a free throw, calmly sinks it.
That's what he's so good at. These guys get in, they work hard, they do everything that the that the starters do, everything that the scholarship guys do. Let them come in and get some buckets.
Brown Jr., good look, but didn't hit it. Offensive rebound from Valpo. Pettigrew's putback is no good. And the Cats are off and running again. Chandler, no look to Jelavić, jams it in. Timeout Valpo.
I love the pace right now. The pace that Kentucky's playing with starts with their defense, leads to great offense.
Chandler with 6 points in this
great no-look pass.
On the dunk.
These first two regular season games, really, you get away with a lot of things that you won't get away with versus a Louisville-type team.
Corner three from Jelavić, knocks it down. The Croatian sensation has his first basket of the night.
Now, Louisville has improved its shooting, and Kentucky has improved its physicality and defense. Low, another great find, and that's Andrija Jelavić, a sophomore from Croatia with a jam. Brown drives it, and Conwell has to get it off, and now it belongs to Kentucky. Jelavić takes a bump and finishes, and the Cats have the lead.
And that was a basket scored off great defense. Fabulous basketball played by Louisville on that possession.
Now Chandler with a backdoor cut, and the weak side follow by Jelavić.
At that point in time, he's supposed to be back and prevent that run out. Good job by Eastern Illinois seeing the opportunity and getting the break.
Andrija Jelavić lines up a triple from the wing.
Wide open that he's going to knock down and make.
First basket of the night for Williams, also has a couple of assists as Jelavić gets the steal. 2-on-2, out to Johnson, overran the ball, finds Jelavić, a little lay-in from Andrija.
Jelavić showing the versatility, gets the steal, pushes it on his own, makes the great bounce pass to Johnson, who lost it. Jelavić following the play, gets the finish area. He's got to get down, get to the hash mark, play a little bit faster, move a little bit faster if Kentucky's really going to play at a high level. Jalen Lowe did an extremely good job of getting the ball up the court with pace and getting Kentucky in the early offense. Sleep there, great dunk.
Oh, what a backdoor
way
pass.
To go upstairs.
Finding Terry McMorris.
And that's more what Jasper Johnson has to do. Get up and down the court, push the ball ahead, make the pass ahead.
It's another one inside the paint. Give and go there. Jasper thought about the three, instead drives. Jasper, a floater, laying it up for Jelavić, who jams it in.
That is such good basketball. See out of Jasper Johnson. They know he can do all of this. He can shoot the three. He can get to the lane, but
in this game than Kentucky. And boy, have they been the aggressor.
Sanders got a shot off, but Jelavić blocks it. 5 seconds to go.
Aberdeen with his eyes up. Coming down the lane, out to Jelavić for the three. Bottom.
So many players Kentucky needs to get going. Theodosio with his first 2 points. Cats have held him to 0 up until that moment.
Here's Jelavić backing down, muscling up, got it.
Tough little shot, that little floater about 6-7 feet away.
A dare from the right, no, and Noah bats the ball up and wins the battle for it against Cicero. Here's the lob to Jelavić and the putback.
Great look by Trent Noah. All in penetration without the ball. Just couldn't get anything done once he's gotten in there until right there.
In the zone, Jelavić realized he was open and he strolls to the rim.
We're giving him space. You want to go up and give him because they've got guys that can hit that. Jelavić not just hit that foul shot jumper, he took it right to the rack.
Theodosio had it rejected.
Just taking it at halftime, I thought the correct time to call one. See if they can't keep this close.
Jelavić gets it deep. Nice touch.
Yeah, good things are happening when they get the ball down low. They've missed some bunnies, but they've gotten good. A little bit too careless with the ball.
Johnson to Jelavić. Yes, sir. Andrija Jelavić with his first three of the night.
He was shot ready on that one. He was calling for it.
We're seeing that game against Michigan State. And Kentucky's going to let them take those shots. They'd rather than beat them from the perimeter than from in the paint.
Jelavić backing down into the paint. Turns and fires and knocks down two.
Right there and really timed that so efficiently.
Long one here by Aberdeen, who's been really good beyond the three at 39%, but not this time. Jelavić close in for two.
That's the second time he made that kind of play. Is going to be a big influence in that lane in ACC competition.
So Carolina by one. Jelavić inside, kept on moving.
Nice drop step.
Those are 17 points. Wilson in the lane and denied.
Great defensive play right there.
Jelavić hit this time. And the third three in the opening half for Kentucky.
Kentucky in the last possession a little bit stagnant, trying to get to the ball screen action. You want to keep the movement going.
Jelavić, good offensive rebound.
Explain those. I look at it more from a piece of the eye test of how teams are looking to play. And obviously this is a team that has some room to grow. I think they are excited about the opportunity to grow.
Here comes Cam Williams. Jelavić, step through, showing the Euro. And the kiss. Play.
Yeah, it's going to be tough and even more physical. Williams has a shot there.
Lined up the three. Jelavić with the offensive rebound and the stuff back. He has been a no-show over these last two games. Coach's decision, we were told, not to play him against Indiana and St. John's.
The offense.
Jelavić left open. That's a three. The ninth of the game for the Wildcats, who have shot above 40% from downtown.
The Australian goes with the left hand, can't get it to go.
Really good defensive possession right there by Kentucky.
Jelavić all the way down the floor. Cats have missed 7 straight shots. Jelavić knocks home the three.
Good inside out right there. We got Marino down on the other end right now.
Double team on Garrison. Jelavić for three. Got it. Boy, that didn't take long to leave his hands.
He's been shooting it well tonight. Big fella shooting with range, stretching the floor.
Back to Aberdeen. Garrison working on Miller. To the logo, dumps it underneath. Boy, good work. Good half-court set there by the Wildcats.
Really good interior post passing right there with Brandon making that pass.
Cut the nets down.
Jelavić making his second start in a row. Now Owe back into Jelavić. Pretty feed for the first bucket of the day for the Wildcats.
Huge job of sealing and carving out that space because he can get lower than Malachi Marino.
Jelavić open for three. Count it.
Jelavić is a skilled big guy.
Volkatitis might have had that tipped by Moreno. Jelavić the other way. Euro lays it in.
That's outstanding end-to-end action, and it started with the effort of Malachi Moreno.
3 during their 3-game win streak coming into the night. This is out of the Mark Pope timeout. Jelavić banks it in. Got trapped. Used that size to get out of it.
Saves it to Chandler.
What Coach Beard talked about yesterday, this is who Ole Miss is. They take a lot of threes, they attack. When they're not making shots, they have to rebound the basketball.
And Jelavić tees one up from the front. 11th triple of the year for Andrija Jelavić.
The far wing knocked down 3.
2-point lead for Kentucky. Jelavić on the drive and one.
West, when he first caught it, I thought he should have shot the first one, but puts the ball on the floor, one dribble, and plays through the contact. The old-fashioned way to get 3.
First key. Here's Nickel. That's too strong. Vanderbilt cold shooting in this half. Just 1 of 6. Now what a pass by Aberdeen. That is a very difficult pass that he made look easy.
Many of these games this season, they have trailed at halftime.
But it tells you something early on this start after they were terrible. It was a game that Mark Pope said was disastrous to come out and play this well early on the road after the loss at Vandy.
Agreed, no question. A lot of poise early.
Shot clock down to 5. Aberdeen shovels it underneath. Saved by Garrison. The shot clock at 2. And the 3 goes down for Jelavić.
Big fellas can stretch it.
In the second half, and now 8 for the game. Skip to Jelavić. Oh, he had Chandler in the corner, but he's able to score anyway.
Yeah, nicely done.
Against the Cats. Aberdeen hit a 3 early for Kentucky. And here's Jelavić from the corner. And he rolls one home.
Well, he can really be a huge weapon for this Kentucky offense. That's why you see him matched up with Oweh early.
Porter Moser has gone to his bench early. Dayton Forsyth off the bench, 1 of 2, and Jelavić with another 3. His second of the game.
I'm telling you, he could completely change this Kentucky offense. He's got some confidence from 3. He's not been the best defender for Oklahoma, but neither have the rest of them. So Coach Moser said, come on, let's put him in.
How did that pass from Oweh find it to Garrison?
Different times earlier, and this is the night they get a chance to debut it. You see some of the coats on some of those kids from the '96 team who are now just young men.
Boy, really good slip by Jelavić.
That's off of Amen. Chandler wins the race to the ball. He's got Jelavić with him, finds him for the flush. Down to 9.
From it. And Tennessee moving that basketball. Nate Amen just loses control of it. And a good decision by Colin Chandler instead of the clean 3. He finds Jelavić, who gets out in front of the orange jerseys for the easy 2.
And what a start for Xavier Lee, who's got 8. Here comes Chandler the other way quickly. Jelavić forced to fade away, but it's a soft touch.
Well, you're going to have to take and make some tough 2s in this game if you're Kentucky.
50-43. Jelavić is open and gets it to roll around and down.
Simple is good. That's what Mark Pope has gone to.
First field goal for Blue Cane tonight. Aberdeen dumps it off. Jelavić a jam. It's starters back on the floor for Kentucky. In fact, all 5. Millender. Jelavić goes right over the top of him and is able to finish inside. 6'11" sophomore from Zagreb, Croatia.
Attic lead. Now he picks up Aberdeen and lost him with the spin move. Rebounded Jelavić and over his former teammate.
I just think he's going to save Kentucky a game down the stretch with the ability to pick and pop.
Here's Jelavić for 3. Big one.
He's a very important guy for Kentucky going forward right now because of that ability right there.
So they have remained red hot after they hit 12 in the win the other day against Mississippi State.
That's where Kentucky has to live.
Yep.
To me, that's where they have to live, in the paint.
Regular season, that's it. That's including tonight. So that was South Carolina's just 6th point in the last 11 minutes. Wow, Jelavić, couple of quick steps and a burst to the basket. Oh, he's just got the one basket, drives, finishes, no, and bounces out. Boy, I'm sitting there watching that thinking that's a 100% easy finish for the top scorer. Now Jelavić is starting to get hot. He has 6. Tie the score. Sharav jumps with the latest bucket. Moreno calling for it. Jelavić lets it go. Jelavić for 3.
That changes life for Kentucky when Jelavić can knock down those jump shots. He kind of gave a shrug.
So Kentucky, maybe they get away with one there. Was that last off of Jelavić? It's history now. They're looking for him. Lob it. Oweh finds the big man for the bucket.
Huge stat in this game.
Moreno in the paint. Nearly gave it up. Aberdeen finds a path. Nice shuffle pass, and Jelavić is fouled.
2 guard, but with injuries, he's had to become the primary ball handler. Look at him get in the paint, draw multiple already in bracketology. to start conference play, I would have said Kentucky. But they're the ones that are more safely in, and there's a ton of teams with a lot at stake in this last week.
Jelavić splashes down his first triple, 6 early for the 6'11" Croatian.
What you have to have in this league.
Often his game days during Ramadan start with an early wake-up time. Jelavić with the jam as they break the press again.
Make you play with your brakes on. And Kentucky has gone right at that extended pressure, and it's been Jelavić, it's been Garrison, it's been Moreno. The ball, again, just outworking Kentucky.
On pace for his 12th double-double of the season. Jelavić for 3. That's a big one. Andrija Jelavić.
Florida early, trying to top block him, take 5 and wide out as a jump shooter.
Aberdeen, no, my goodness, they can't get one to go. 0 for 7. And Jelavić finally gets one to drop.
Yeah, the lid is off the bucket. It took a while.
Already reports surfacing that if perhaps somebody like Bill Self decides to step away, Kansas would be interested in Golden. Jelavić, finally they get a couple in the paint.
Get the ball inside.
Dick.
Let me say this about Mark Pope. His leadership skills were shown on Patino. He was captain of the 96 team that won the national championship. And they would have won the 3rd year if he stayed there, but they won it anyway with Tubby Smith, who did a great job with that team.
All right, Jelavić will knock a 3 down right in front of his own bench. Here we come again. We're within 15.
He is a rhythm shooter. If he gets going early, that's a good sign for LSU. He's got to create good, high-percentage rhythm threes, both for he and, on the other end, Chandler. Jelavić inside, a big man move, a patient finish. We're tied at 4. We talked about the start, ultra important for Kentucky. Didn't take its shoot around here in Nashville yesterday. That had a lot of people talking on social media. Jelavić will keep them talking. He's got 4 and catch with their first lead.
Jelavić off the bounce is a real threat. You got to wonder, is his confidence high?
Chandler baseline. Delivers the skip. Jelavić, early heat check. And it's good. Cats back in front, 9-7.
SEC Tournament Day 2. Top 4 seeds all off until tomorrow. On a baseline, Jelavić, boy, there was some contact, but he's able to finish through it.
What a violent cut by Jelavić out of that corner. They went right at the rim protection of Missouri, although he's 7'5". He stepped up a little bit.
Gates, and I think we're going to work on the truck and showing it to you, Jimmy, as they try to get a review. As Jelavić goes to the paint again, they've got 20 of their points in the paint, and the largest lead they've had all game.
It'll change within the possession. That ball's got to stay hot. You've got to cut it.
Jelavić in the paint. Throws it up and in. How about Jelavić today?
Maybe his most physical basket he scored as a Kentucky Wildcat.
And Moreno, that's a shot there that he's going to work on as well. Freshman trying to pull up from about 12 feet. Jelavić is there underneath.
Cannon, and then Buchanan making it happen. The save, and get it on the wing. Nice little backdoor cut. Jelavić lays it in.